things along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here. This is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Sanders now to the air right away. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Cougar 19!
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Third play here on this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years, our team seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
On play action, here's Shador. And he will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60.
To throw now, here's Sanders. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
18, 18, 18,
Throwing again, it's Sanders. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. 3-yard line. Play action. It's Sanders. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Sanders. And Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders nothing.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Smith going to move them around. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You've got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
Let's go now. Ground throw 80.
Now Sanders. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back to the 24. Max Crosby. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Sanders. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll send the tight end in motion. Judkins is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the the heart of the defense.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 90%.
Gino now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Like 90%. Check 59.
Now Gino. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Raider touchdown. Jack Besh from 17 yards out. And the Raiders are back within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Sanders to throw. And this is incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Throwing, Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. first and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Short throw caught by Bowers. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers, 74 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts.
Sanders pass.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. An inside run with Jenkins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They go play action now. Sanders. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll give up the middle. Jenkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Judkins.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop it right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just so quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60, trap all 80. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's Sanders. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the gun on third down, Sanders. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So they're able to get that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
On the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here's Smith.
That is caught downfield. It's Besh.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Las Vegas.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
There we go, to the shot. 49%. 49, flip her off, 49. 53.
Throwing is Smith.
Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end Bowers.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the zone read, again to Genty.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys go.
And he is in. Touchdown.
Jack Bush
With his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Carlson on for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Raiders 20,
unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Sanders. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A run, it's Judkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Ready?
From the shotgun, Sanders. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Sanders
Setting up a screen for Judkins.
and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got a ball. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
From the gun, it's Sanders.
Touchdown, Browns! A great play there. 38 yards.
And the Browns are able to move back in front.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Only good for saving face, single cosmetics. How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now we're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, because I can hear our high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now Smith.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Check 58. There we go, Sonoma. 390%.
Back to throw, Smith.
That's to Bowers once again. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
A gain of 4.
And Smith here, an audible at the line.
At the 39-yard line.
Smith operating from the gun.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
First down and goal at the 1-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Ready.
Trying to hammer it into Jenkins.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Quinshon Judkins with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
9 yards to go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
390%.
Here's Smith.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half, it might provide a psychological boost. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Brings up second and 10.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's second and 10.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a first down. Well done.
13 yards.
They give him 13.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Here we go.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
What you got?
Again, Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
On play action, here's Shadur.
Sliding out of the pocket. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bowers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way. They could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Given what they asked for. It's not enough. Solid, but it's not enough.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
6-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Smith now to throw. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Fielded at the 20. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 77-yard punt return.
And the Browns are able to extend their lead.
The extra point splits the uprights. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Raiders 20.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Smith. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Good.
That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
On first down, it's Genty.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Right back to Genty on first down. Safety Glenn Delpit to make the play.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a 2nd and 8.
To throw is Smith. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Smith.
That is caught. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for another Las Vegas. First down and goal to go.
Now it's Smith. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
And now Smith going to change the play.
Throwing now is Gino. And he's got it. Touchdown. Ashton Genty, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders get a bit closer. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Raiders 27.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now Sanders. He'll swing this out to Judkins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
That's good for a Las Vegas. First down and goal to go.
I'm typically every day come cool and shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state. Don't worry, baby.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gino now to throw. And he's going to go down just outside the 5, right around the 6-yard line. It's 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
2nd and goal at the Browns' 6-yard line.
Now Gino. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. This will be caught. Judy. They take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Got ready.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. To throw is Sanders.
Rolling to his right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work him across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
1st down, Cleveland.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To throw now, here's Sanders.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
At his size, he's a smaller back. He can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of where all big boys are. You know, they can make someone miss in the open field.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Gotta tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Bronco, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Let's go.
Sanders. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19. Warriors 70.
Throwing, Sanders. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
35-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow. Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
Here's Smith. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved here. And they'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before they take it down.
That's
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They control this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lasted one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
That's complete. It's Ashton Genty. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26.
15 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Now Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down. Throwing is Smith. That's to Bowers once again. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for another Las Vegas.
Here's Smith. And he's going to go down. Safe back at the 13-yard line. The first down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
13-yard line.
Line. 49, flip her off, 49. B.
Back to throw, Smith. Got his man, it's Thornton. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5.
6-yard gain. Brings up third and goal.
Smith going to move him around.
Jackson left.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jack Bash, his third touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Raiders 34.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Sanders to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they're going to get this beyond the 50 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And the Browns first down.
Play action. It's Sanders. And the Raiders have got him. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Buffalo 18, 19 light.
From the gun, it's Sanders. And that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
That's going to be caught by Judy. It's 17 back there. Now still into the third down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Browns send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Smith. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Keeps the score Browns 48, Raiders 40.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Packer 60, 10, 18, 5 years.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he wisely
to throw that one away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here's Sanders.
And he can't get a throw. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
That's to the left side, pulled in by Bash.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Smith to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game.
At their own 22-yard line.
19-18.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understand